Hey everybody, Logan here. Today we're covering a new controller in a line of very popular controllers by a company called EasySMX. I've covered their controllers before and they've been pretty impressive, especially the X20, and the X20 has exploded in popularity thanks to, well, Linus Tech Tips, if you guys have seen it. Like, because of his video, mine just blew up. And so I'm going to say thank you for that, but it is a very impressive controller with a lot of great features. Well, this is the latest in their X series, which is the X20. Now they've released a new line, the D series, and there's two. We have the D05 and the D10. Today in this video, we're just going to be covering the D05, and then I'm going to do a follow-up covering the D10. And well, of course I'm going to compare them to the X20 because that's the one that everybody loves. So we're going to take a look at the features, the performance, and see what it's compatible with, and see if it's worth the price or worth the lateral grade, upgrade, around the grade. I don't know. We're going to take a look. Here we go. We've got the D05 multi-platform gaming controller from EasySMX. What really stands out about this controller is the price. It's currently on sale for $39.99 on EasySMX's website as of recording. Standard price is $44.99. A controller with those features and a charge dock, that's a steal of a price. So this normally works with PC, Switch, and I've noticed that every EasySMX controller that I've tested thus far also works with the Polymega. If you guys aren't familiar with that, I've done a number of videos. I'm a fan of the Polymega. I have one myself, and that's the controller I use. The X20 is the one that I've been using lately on, and the X05 as well, on my Polymega, and I want to know if this will work with that as well. So we are going to test this out with PC, and then I will let you know if it does work with the Polymega. So they sent me this a while ago, or tried to, but there was an issue with shipping. So that's why you saw in the intro that I have the D10 and the D05. I received them both at the same time. So I figured we're going to do a couple of videos. Doing them both in the same video I didn't think would do it justice. So we're going to cover the D05 now, and then in the next video the D10. So let's take a look at what it has here. Hall effect joysticks, always great. Adjustable RGB zone, everybody loves some fancy colors. Intelligent charging dock, 5 levels of vibration, 2 programmable buttons, rapid trigger support, 1000 hertz polling rate, Hall effect triggers. That's the standard. That's what everybody wants in a modern PC or multi-platform controller. What makes this so much better than a lot of the ones out there, it's wireless and comes with a dock. There are a lot of people going to complain that, well, it only has one set of flappy paddles on the back, the programmable buttons, but at that price point, you're not going to get 6 programmable buttons, 4 flappy paddles, 2 claw buttons, TMR, all that other good stuff. You're not going to get it. You're going to need the next step up. So, well, we can look at the D10 in the next video, and you might get some of that. But right now, for $39.99, this looks promising. So otherwise, it's a black and gold color scheme. And that's pretty much it. Let's open this bad boy up. There we go. That's really nice. It's giving me Cyclone 2 vibes. If you guys have used the GameSir Cyclone 2, it feels a lot like that in the hand, which is a good thing because that's a great controller. I like that D-pad. That is a solid D-pad. Nothing crazy, nothing out of this world. Decent membrane. Feels comfortable. Sticks are smooth. Got your anti-friction rings. Membrane keys. Type C. I like that smoke look. No trigger locks, but you got one set of programmable back buttons, as I call the flappy paddles. For a $39.99 controller at 1000 hertz, Hall effect sticks and triggers with some simple lighting right there. Let's see, do we have any? Oh yeah, look at that. I like the way the lights look through the smoked face. That is kind of cool, and you can see them through the body. That's nifty. Now, yeah, we have the little dongle here. You can see it's really tiny. That was a pain in the butt. I didn't want to... Okay, there we go. Okay, so it's just a standard little dongle. All right, you plug in the dongle back here. Come on. That's odd. Why won't my dongle fit in? Oh, that's a little unnerving. That's a little unnerving. Okay, I feel like if I cram that in there, it's gonna break. It doesn't look like it's at an angle. Yes, okay. So that's a little strange. It's at an angle. So if you try to put it in straight, it's not going to. You have to point it upward and then slide it on in. So there you go. Make sure you don't cram it in there. You might break the dongle. So there you go. You got your Type C here. You're going to plug this in, and then you plug it into your PC. This is rather light for a charge dock. So you've got your adhesives down on the bottom. You can do that, place that, and just... Okay. Solid though. I will say it has a solid feel to it. It doesn't feel cheap. You can tell it's inexpensive, but it doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't feel like those ones that you buy on Temu or Wish. Let's put it that way. It actually feels nice. It actually feels like it's better than the price you're paying for it. The sticks feel pretty solid. They just feel like regular Xbox sticks. Yeah, they feel okay. Everything else is just a solid, simple controller. So you know what we have to do? We got to run it through its paces. Let's see the latency and then test it out, see how it feels in game. Alrighty, time for the latency test using my trusty website, controllertest.org. So this is a quick out of the box, like I normally do, around 30 to 40 button presses per each button, so you can get an initial minimum, max, and average latency out of the box. So one thing I can already tell you, this does work with the Polymega. There we go. Before we go any further, yes, it does. It connects just fine. Don't worry about it. It does work. But the Polymega isn't really going to take full advantage of latency. It's not as important as if you're playing on PC. So let's test out the latency of each of these buttons and see if it stands up to its big brothers. Okay, there we go. I am extremely surprised at the average latencies are, for the most part, below 3 milliseconds. Minimum is right around 0.5 to 0.8, which is fantastic. Max is right around that 5.5 to 5.7, fantastic. I mean, wow, and that's for the face buttons. So if you're looking at triggers and everything else, it's roughly about the same, 3 milliseconds or lower. The left bumper is the only one that seemed to be a little higher at 3.1 with a minimum of 0.9, and I think that's still fantastic. Like, the stick presses are 2.8 and 2.9 respectively, and I'm just sorry, that's the start menu, but the left stick and the right stick are 2.9 and 2.6 respectively. Even better, the D-pad is solid nothing more than 3.1, and I'm sure this will change over time, but right out of the box, the first 30 to 40 presses are fantastic. I mean, I'm really surprised for such a low cost controller. I think this might be one of the top tiers I've tested, and well, we're just going latency and performance for this price range. This is fantastic. Like, EasySMX has really grown on me from the first controller I've used. It was solid, but these are getting so much better. They're really doing a bang-up job. To be honest, I wasn't expected to be so surprised by this one. It was the next one that we're going to be testing in the next video, which will be the D10, that I was really looking forward to because those features are just fantastic. But for this price, everything feels great and latency is fantastic. But what's most important? Let's see how it feels in game. Let's do this. Feels good. Can't complain. For a standard controller, again, at this price level, I mean, feels fantastic. Feels better than a Xbox Series X controller, I'll tell you that. Everything feels snappy.
Moving to marker 1.
The back buttons do come pre-mapped as the left and right stick, which are just fine. Feels great. This controller feels fantastic. I like the lights. The D-pad is just fine. I mean, I can't complain about this D-pad at all. The sticks are comfortable. The shoulder buttons are comfortable. Everything is comfortable. Even the back flappy paddles. Everything about this is a comfortable controller with quality stats and great latency. I don't think there's anything to really complain about this. So if you're looking at getting a solid value controller that does everything you want it to do and still has all the functionality in a pro controller that a gamer could want and has a rechargeable dock, I mean, what more can you ask for? And if you don't want to spend an arm and a leg and get all those ridiculous features that people like to pay for, including myself, yeah, I think you can't go wrong with this. I think this is a solid controller. That was a quick gameplay field test, but I'm telling you, it feels great. I mean, I've tested so many controllers that cost more that I just wasn't too thrilled with, but this is a solid value offering. EasySMX has really stepped their game up in the last couple of years, and you know what? I would definitely recommend this controller. I do like it. If you want to play it on the PC, this is definitely going to be one of your best options. I think it's great. I like the colorway. I like the smoke black with the gold D-pad and triggers. I think it's a great controller. Looks great, feels great. You can't go wrong. Thank you, EasySMX, once again for sending me this controller. I greatly appreciate it. I think it's another home run, especially at this price point. So if you guys were wondering about picking this up, definitely go ahead and do it. I would suggest yes, especially for that solid price. So thank you guys so much. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. God bless you all. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.